Hello everyone, welcome to Sparkle English. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you about 8 basic comma rules, and these are English writing essentials. It is very important to have proper punctuation and to use commas correctly when you're writing in English. So let's get started. I recommend you grab a pen and paper or something to take notes because we will be doing a little bit of practice as we go along for each rule. So let's get started. Rule number 1. Use commas to separate items in a series of 3 or more things. Remember that an item may refer to a noun, verb, or adjective phrase. And note that the usage of a comma to separate the second to last item is optional. We call this an Oxford comma. I like to use it, but it's not necessary. So examples. I bought cheese and bread. As you can see, these are only 2 different items, so you don't need to put a comma. But if you had 3 items, I bought ham, comma, cheese, comma, and bread. Then you would put commas after ham and after cheese. Again, this one is optional because it's the second last item. If you had another item in here, I bought ham, comma, cheese, comma, beef, comma, and bread, but you'd have to put the comma after cheese, but you wouldn't after beef because it would be the second last item. More examples. We went running, comma, swimming, comma, and biking on the weekend. She wore a red hat, comma, green scarf, comma, and black pants to the party. Again, this comma here, which we call the Oxford comma, it is optional, but I like to use it. And if you're going to use the Oxford comma, you should be consistent in your writing. That's the most important. So if you decide to use this comma, then always use it in your entire whatever you're writing, and that way you're showing consistency with your style. So let's do a bit of practice. Where do you need to place commas in these sentences? We drank water, beer, and coffee at dinner with our friends. He went swimming, rode a bike, and played tennis at the sports camp. The man was handsome, tall, and strong. So I'll give you a second if you want to pause this, and now I want to go over the answers with you. So I'll grab my pen here. First, these are all in a list, so we have to separate them. We drank water, comma, beer, comma, and coffee at dinner with our friends. Remember, this comma here is optional, but I like to use this comma, the Oxford comma. He went swimming, comma, rode a bike, comma, and played tennis at the sports camp. Finally, the man was handsome, comma, tall, comma, and strong.